Hey, what's up, y'all? And I'm back with my second video of the day. And in my last video, I talked about teams that I thought had the potential of upsetting Georgia in 2022. So now in this video, I'm doing the same thing with Alabama. You know, who could Alabama, slip up and lose to in 2022? Now, of course, Alabama does not win the national championship every year, and Alabama does not go undefeated every year. So we will start in the non-con. See, they play Utah State, at Texas, ULM, and Austin Peay. Now there's no way Alabama loses to Utah State, ULM, or Austin Peay. You know, those are all non-Power 5 teams. So yeah, and I know that we like to joke about how Alabama lost to ULM in 2007 in Saban's first year, but Bama actually has beat ULM since then in 2015. So, but anyway, and then at Texas, yes, that's right. Alabama is going to Austin, Texas, to play the Longhorns. Yes, Alabama is playing a non-conference Power 5 team on the road. That's right. Now, Alabama has not played a Power 5 non-con on the road since 2011 when they beat Penn State. So, and then since then, all of their Power 5 non-cons have been neutral site kickoff games. So, but anyway, yes, I know that we like to make jokes about Texas, right? Dumb old stupid Texas. But it's it's unlikely, but I think Texas does have a chance of upsetting Bama. Texas is gonna be a lot better this year than they were last year. Steve Sarkisian is a good he's a really good offensive mind. So, and remember, Nick Saban no longer undefeated against former assistants. So you can't use that anymore. So anyway, but anyway, so who else? Now we'll look at the SEC East. Of course, Alabama's been very, very dominant against the SEC East. Haven't lost to a team from the SEC East since 2010. That was South Carolina. So, and then they play Vandy in Tennessee. Now Vandy, that's definitely no. Bama will absolutely obliterate Vandy, but at Tennessee, yeah, this game could be tricky. Of course, I also have this as a potential loss for Georgia. So, of course, Alabama. I mean, of course, it is on the road, and I do think Hendon Hooker is a good quarterback. I do think that Josh Heupel has a really good offensive system. It's a really fast, offense. They're gonna score a lot of points. I do think Tennessee will be better this year than they were last year. Yeah, I know Tennessee gave Alabama some trouble last year. I think it was close in the. I know that they went back and forth in for the first three quarters. Of course, the Gumps pulled away in the fourth quarter and it ended up being a blowout. But yeah, I do think that Tennessee has a chance here. I think Tennessee's last win against Alabama was 2006. So Saban has never lost to Tennessee since he's been at Alabama. So, but I think it could happen this year. And I got to take a look at the SEC West. So, and this is where every Alabama regular season loss since 2011 has come from a team in their own division. So, of course, the only four teams that have really been able to beat Alabama since this whole dynasty started back in like 2008, 2009 have been Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss, and Texas A&M. So now I do think that we can go ahead and get rid of Auburn now. If this game was in Auburn, at Jordan-Hare, then I think Auburn would have a good chance of an upset. I know that Auburn has recently played very tough when the Iron Bowl has been in Auburn. Of course, the Barn has of course beat Alabama 2013, 2017, 2019, and then of course just last year it went to overtime. I think it was 10-10 at the end of regulation. So, but because this game is in Tuscaloosa at Bryant-Denny, where Auburn has really struggled, since they had that the Cam back in 2010. Every other time, Auburn has really struggled in Bryant-Denny. So there's been a lot of blowouts. So I am going to rule out Auburn. And now Mississippi State, I am going to rule them out. I think they're not very good. Plus this is a home game, so not enough cowbell, right? Right. Alabama has not lost to Mississippi State since 2007. And then what about on the road at Arkansas? But I am going to go ahead and rule them out too. Know that Saban has never lost to Arkansas at Alabama. So but anyway, so that leaves Texas A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss. So I do think that any one of these three has the potential to upset the Gumps. So let's see. We do have Texas A&M. Of course, they beat they beat Alabama last year, right? We know that A&M is a very talented team. Obviously, they just signed the #1 recruiting class. I think Jimbo Fisher has had a top 10 class every year that he's been there, and I know that a lot of the media says that it's put up or shut up time for Jimbo and A&M. So I do think that they do have the talent to do it again. And then we got and then about Ole Miss. They do have to play on the road at Ole Miss, and of course Lane Kiffin, one of the best offensive minds in football, and this is a road game. So we remember it was a few years ago. I think it was 2014 and 2015 when Ole Miss beat Alabama back to back. So then of course 2020 we did have that great game between Ole Miss and Alabama, where it was a shootout. It was both teams just went up and down the field, and there was very little defense. They ended up being like 60 something to 50 something that Bama won, but yes, I do think Ole Miss could potentially get the upset here. And then what about and then LSU, again, a very talented team. I think that the last couple of years they've had, I think, like in like 2020 and 2021, they had top 5 classes. So, yes, now we know that LSU has really fallen off since they won the national championship in 2019. I think the last two years, talent was not the issue. It was coaching. Obviously, I think that Ed Orgeron got a lot more credit for the national championship than he should have. Really, it was Joe Brady and Joe Burrow, but yes, so they had all the talent in the world the last 2 years, but it was subpar coaching. But now they have Brian Kelly, right? So we'll see what he can do in his first year. Normally, LSU is a powerhouse, program. So, and I think that Brian Kelly can get them back up to that. And I know that LSU played Alabama tough last year. So, but anyway, so let's see. So we had to choose the team who Alabama would be, most likely to lose to, or that has the best chance of upsetting them, would be Ole Miss. So because it's on the road, and Lane Kiffin, offense. So but anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.